Part 2 of our reaction to The Boys Season 2 finale, people. If you missed Part 1, make sure to go ahead, watch that first, link in the description box and pinned comment. In the meantime, enjoy. You guys ready? Yeah.
Of course I dance. What is the point of life without dancing?
I am so French.
This broke.
New York City concerning Stormfront and
Oh.
Stormfront, 100 years old. What's even more incredible, we have
Look at them all!
already an intense international outcry has emerged.
I can't believe I actually have to say this day and age, but Nazis are bad.
Run her over with the car!
Ouch.
What's
A Nazi in
malfeasance?
Seven Tower? Was she part of the attack?
Ooh. Ah.
Yeah.
Glad we're wearing headphones. Oh my gosh.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean anything I said.
Aww.
It's okay.
We gotta go.
That's my husband. It's all right. Come on.
We got married since we lost you.
What the fuck?
The plan just changed. You're the only one I trust for them.
Hey, what's happening? No.
MM's gonna take you to a woman with the CIA.
What? No, you have to come with us.
I cut a deal that when I got Ryan, that I would call Vought, they were gonna come and take him away, and that you'd never fucking see him again.
Oh, you're doing the right thing, Butcher.
Fuck me, I couldn't do it.
He's not gonna kill baby Ryan.
Uh-oh.
Did I hear you say butcher?
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh, Jesus.
Where's my son?
Oh.
Where is my son?
What do you guys think you could do to him?
I don't know.
I don't want to pass my shit on to him.
Don't say that you have to come with us.
Oh, Butcher.
Please. You gotta let me do this. You gotta let me do this one fucking thing.
Oh. God, it feels like the show's ending or something, doesn't it? Yeah. So,
We know there's a season 3, so.
I know. It's insane. Oh no, something's gonna happen.
Yeah, something bad's gonna happen. I can feel it. Oh, shoot.
Oh no.
No! Oh no!
She says the truth is, she's gonna stick her boot up your Nazi kitty.
Oh, here we go!
Fight.
Here we go! Fuck her up!
Isn't the cards our only chance?
Why did you
Maybe
yell
you
out?
should have explained what your only chance was, man! Oh yeah, Kimiko.
Come on, Kimiko.
Destroy her, Kimiko.
Unlock your hidden potential. Yes!
Oh, no.
Ripper, no.
Oh no fucking way! I don't believe it.
Come on,
They did
Starlight,
not
do
just
some cool
off her
shit.
like that.
She's gotta have some.
No,
other
she's
ability.
got to be like alive still, right? You can't just kill her with a neck snap. Man, Kimiko's alive! It's a good day to be alive. Get in there, Maeve. Girl power up that Nazi bitch. Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah, Yes!
Stuntman Mike that shit.
Yes!
Oh, she's getting her ass
Oh my
beat.
god, yes! Yes! Yes!
Eat my shit, you Nazi!
Girls,
Dude, get it done, yeah, baby. Yeah, fly away.
Oh, goody.
Come here, Ryan.
Oh no, she's snapping.
Get the fuck away from my son.
We love you, Ryan.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Dude, Ryan's gonna murder Stormfront.
Oh my bitch.
Oh, Ryan murdered her.
Stop it, please.
Laser her, Ryan.
I like to see the light go out.
Who's gonna laser her?
Laser her.
There's that hate.
Did he do it? Did he laser the right person?
I know, I'm a little concerned. She's muttering. It's Darth Vader!
Sorry. Sorry, Mom.
What?
Oh no.
How would that have done it, though?
Beam got in the way.
Oh, man.
Oh.
You promised me you keep him safe.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Damn.
Oh. Oh.
Don't turn. Dude, if he didn't do anything, Stormfront would have killed her.
Yeah.
Take a good look, Homelander.
Come here.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna throw you off a skyscraper.
Come here.
Oh.
Oh,
what
no.
What
Fuck.
a beautiful image.
No.
Oh god.
Have it your way.
Stop.
What are you doing here?
Making up for a season.
Let them go. Or I release this.
Dude, Maeve.
I'll destroy everything and everyone.
Great. As long as everyone sees what a fucking monster you are.
He is such a good actor,
I
man.
know, man. He's fucking
Jesus.
incredible. Gosh.
Something else.
Oh, Butcher.
We believe that Stormfront was a sole perpetrator of the attack on Washington.
Ooh!
Thanks to the heroism of Queen Maeve and Starlight, is being held in an undisclosed situation. Stormfront's violation of that special relationship, that trust, is unacceptable.
He has snapped. Oh, man.
Gentlemen, thank you for coming.
Always happy to see you, sir.
I'm afraid we had private data reserve. No one saw the thief come or go. Isn't that right, Adrian?
That was you? Dude, I didn't know, sir. Fuck him. I would never go behind.
Jesus.
You're back in.
Fuck yes! Yeah! Yeah!
But not you, Deep, because Starlight's back in.
I'm back too, right? Right? I'm anti-Nazi.
I'm sorry, Deep, but they...
I'm anti-Nazi. Oh.
Well, shit! Peace out, bitch!
He's self-absorbed bastard.
Because you said you'd get me back in the 7, you fucking promised.
I'm sorry, Deep, but you are acting like a toxic personality. I think you should leave.
Fuck Fresca.
Someone taught me something about hanging in there.
Huey.
Who's that?
He
Oh.
was Huey.
I've been thinking about that.
lately. They're hanging in there.
I'm gonna quit.
I think it's time I go off, stand on my own 2 feet for once.
What does that mean?
Spin-off called The Boy.
We'll just be friends then.
Oh God, no. I'm still gonna cling on to you. I'm not fucking crazy.
This is his most charming moment all season.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Now, remember what I told you.
Don't be a
Checking in with him. You can't keep him safe.
William, I'm so sorry. Victoria Newman is the new czar. She's sneaking me some off-the-books funding for a team that can keep tabs on the soups.
Interesting.
If you're interested.
He's going home to his wife and child.
Aww.
Oh, they're not fugitives anymore.
At least until season 3. Oh no, God, ew. Oh God. Oh God.
We have enough dirt to ruin a dozen soups.
Be a death blow for standard ground.
Oh,
That is,
wow.
of course, if you're
Open to expediting the church's tax-exempt status.
No.
Oh no.
See ya.
I do love Frisco.
Rock on, man. That was great.
What is the...
No fucking way! It's her!
Oh God.
Wait!
No.
We all predicted it.
Wow. Wow. Great focus.
Look, the truth is, I never totally fit in with the guys, and I think it's time I stand on my own 2 feet.
Definitely not gonna get in trouble working with her, man. He just stumbled right into the right.
When can you start?
Wow. That is a great twist.
That's a great twist, yeah.
Wow.
Dude, they killed it. That was a fantastic season 2
Yeah,
finale.
that was
That was
great.
a fantastic, like, made the whole season just come together. That was a really great season finale. Like, it just made me love the whole season that much more. Shit. All right, bye. That was not only the best episode of The Boys Season 2, I think it's one of the best episodes of The Boys, generally speaking. And I think it made the whole season just that much better. I either liked or loved everything here.
Yeah.
There wasn't, I didn't have a single issue with the way anything went down or character portrayals. I was like, I'm all for Frenchie and Kimiko in the end. It was really surprised me because the way season 1 ended, it doesn't end on a happy note, and not everything is happy here. The main takeaway is the cliffhanger of the season 1 ending, that you're like, oh, okay, I gotta finish season 2. But even though there's cliffhangers here, like some obvious ones that we gotta talk a little bit about at least, it still felt like they completed a story.
Yeah.
I love when a season does that. Like, to me, that's the way I feel like most seasons should go with a lot of TV. It's like, have your cliffhanger so we want to tune in for season 3, but at the same time, make it feel like you completed a tale. And I really thought they knocked it out of the park. And I feel like we're all in unison. I feel like we all thought this was pretty great. Now, I know, you know, it's like, yeah, should we talk about the Congresswoman first? You know, like, oh, the one with the head exploding, or Homelander, Becca dying. I want to start with this. Maeve!
It was Maeve Day.
Maeve Day today.
Maeve, dude, she was clutch this episode.
That might not be the one everyone wants to start off with talking about, but we've said our shit about Maeve. All right. In the moment when we said it, full-heartedly felt that, okay? I'm not taking that back in the moment. However, watching her here, like, oh, dude, you had one of the most defined arcs out of anyone in this season in particular. She wants to not be in hiding anymore. She's kind of cowering away, and then she's stripped away from Elena, and she starts diverting back to more older habits. And then here she comes into her own here. She becomes a badass, stands up for herself, and then she stands up to Homelander at the end. Good for you, Maeve.
Quite gratifying. Yeah, like over the course of the season, I know we've had a lot of gripes about the way her character's been handled, but especially seeing how everything wrapped up, it did lend some credence to me to the idea that like this character is so far down a hole, because you know she's arguably one of the main 7, and so you would think that she's kind of been in this position for a long time. And so yeah, watching her be beleaguered and stripped down to the point where she doesn't care anymore, I thought she drove that home pretty well. And it was really triumphant. Like every time she showed up this episode to help, I was just so overjoyed, you know.
And you said during it that she's become your new favorite character.
Yeah, I really enjoy her now. I'm also surprised Homelander didn't just kill her then and there.
What I loved about the handling of that moment, like you hear, excuse the light, guys, it's gonna keep happening throughout the review. We're in the living room. It's windy outside and also blazing hot simultaneously. So you're gonna see this light just flashing over all 3 of our faces during this talk. Homelander's being reminded of, like, he hears the chanting of Homelander, and now that he's being stripped of everything, he's lost Stormfront, he could lose Ryan. He craves love and attention. The love from the people is all he could latch onto in that moment. Her saying to him, like, as long as the world, no one loves you anymore, like that just hit home so hard for him. I thought that was like a perfect line to make sure you get that final nail in the coffin, so that way he doesn't just turn on her and murder her right then and there. But yeah, I was actually surprised by how there was a lot of happy wrap-ups with so many of these characters, even ones who wasn't exactly happy or positive. There was this vibe about it that was, oh, we're actually, some of us are winning this time, awesome, and the bad guys are going down, cool. All right, so which one do you want to talk about first, babe?
A-Train?
A-Train.
A-Train.
A-Train's storyline was really good. You got him getting revenge on Stormfront, especially once he found out she was a Nazi. And I like him sticking it to the deep, so that was perfect for me.
Oh god, and their whole back and forth.
Yeah.
I love the way that they, and it's only little moments, but especially the way the Deep is just, it's so petty.
Yeah.
Entirely petty. Like the second there's doubt, he's just like, hey, I hate this guy now.
He's so childlike. Just hyper reactive. It kept feeling like they were setting up the convergence for something more for season 3, and with the way how that went down for the head of the, I don't think it's being set up for season 3 necessarily.
Well, the churches is gonna need a new head.
The way that whole scene went down, and with A-Train getting in there, I loved how all this season, it's like, oh, the Deep's working on his redemption path. The Deep's getting back to the public spotlight. The Deep's gonna try to get back, and then in the end he loses.
And to A-Train, who like the whole time doesn't seem to invest or care at all about this church. And like the second he gets reinstated, he's just like, peace, I'm out.
You know? Stormfront, oh, she suffered good. That was great to watch.
But she's still alive, yes? They said she's in an undisclosed location.
Yeah, contained in some undisclosed location or something.
So she's come back as Darth Vader next season.
But yeah, right? It looked like Anakin Skywalker in episode 3. The thing though is, she's like horribly disfigured. Her image is completely ruined in the public spotlight. But in the end, Stormfront lost, and I think that's what the rewarding, cathartic part about it is, especially when the girl power scene shows up. That's how you do girl power in comic books. Oh yeah, you said Stuntman Mike. It is like Tarantino's Death Proof, and that's in that moment where all 3 of them are just pounding on her. And it's
so nice.
And that's what just had me going. It's like, did they kill Kimiko? But Kimiko can't just die by her having her next up.
She can't die like that, right?
Yeah.
Can't she die in general?
Well, she has super strength, so like her dying by a neck snap just wasn't making sense to me at the time. I was about to be mad at the show if there wasn't gonna make a moment out of it. But then like Maeve showing up, and then Starlight standing her ground, and all 3 of them just working together. And I love like watching the boys who were there at the time off to the sidelines, just like amazed at what they were watching the whole time. The whole scene just felt very cathartic. It felt like a really rewarding moment.
Well, and it goes to I think solidify that, because you have that bit about everyone's beefing up with the guns and everything, and they're like, we're gonna kill them all, and then yeah, it's sure enough not any of them, you know. And so you further earn that moment. It's like it's a cool moment to take a little bit of the piss out of, you know, the reference moment to Endgame, but also a moment where you really do feel like, damn, good on all of you, because because Stormfront has been a detriment to each of you in a totally different way because you're each in 3 different positions on this totem pole.
I liked Stormfront getting her ass handed to her. I think it was well deserved. I like Maeve coming in for the save. That turned the tide because Stormfront was beating them all up, and then Maeve comes in and
yeah,
we see more of Maeve's powers every time. She really turned the tables with Black Noir and now with Stormfront. They would have gotten their asses beat if she hadn't shown up.
And I will say too, in terms of that fight scene, I think Boys Season 1 got criticism for how they handled their fight choreography, and especially the way it was captured on camera. And I thought that that was one of the better ones they've ever put together. Just the whole thing leading up to it and the whole sequence just going down, man. Fucking Stormfront. Oh, I love when she like walked in a VOD and everyone's giving her the bad look.
Everyone's like, the Nazi.
Like,
oh, yeah.
This show did such a good job of making you go, I hate Stormfront, I hate Stormfront. And then this last episode made you go, yeah, fuck you, Stormfront. Suffer.
There is a definitely rewarding, very enriching sense of like, you mad, bro, watching like a villain who's really pissed because they know they've been had.
Yeah.
Like, it's so gratifying.
Although I do think it was funny when Frenchie yells, let's go get that weapon out of the car.
It's our only
chance. I'm like, what?
You know Stormfront has powers to just...
Keep it down, buddy.
Tell her that? Jesus.
Pretend you're running for cover.
No, but yeah, that was a great scene. I love that.
All that stuff with Butcher and Becca, that was like getting me emotional.
Yeah.
Well, and I think that's the way that you really nuance that whole thing with Stormfront, because I think that if we had just gotten a beatdown and no consequence, you know, it might have felt a little less hefty, but the fact that you have that whole mess with Ryan and Becca and Butcher as a crucial element of that, I thought, really elevated it.
And I think it brought a different emotional turn to what we just witnessed. Right away, we see Stormfront goes to Butcher and Becca.
Yeah.
And when she gets stabbed in the eye, though, what a great moment.
Just to toot my own horn, I remember saying that Becca's gonna die this season.
Doesn't a narcissist toot their own horns?
Yeah, I'm a narcissist.
And you also called that A-Train was gonna help?
Yeah.
And
John is a
I'm just here to help you.
Enabling.
I'm just here to enable you.
Enabling the narcissist. Perfect. Thanks.
You are so great at predictions. Let me tell you more.
Those scenes with Becca, like when Becca and Butcher going back and forth, and then like the way, especially the last episode was going down with how Butcher was responding to his family, his parents, having that moment where he's doing the right thing. It's like, it's a great arc because they established earlier that, you know, he can't be a dad to Ryan. There's no way that he could ever accept this kid. And then at the end, he's making that deal with Edgar. You're like, God, it's such a Butcher thing to do. I actually wasn't expecting him to do the right thing.
You were saying he was going to kill
I thought he would kill, that's how good at predictions I thought he was going to kill Ryan. I really did. He's going to do something. He's going to ruin this relationship in some way, man.
Yeah.
I'm curious at the huge turn Ryan takes there at the end, because Homelander didn't really say anything at the beginning to get Ryan not on his side. So why didn't Ryan go to Homelander? Does that make sense?
The main thing that I took from that is that Homelander brought Stormfront. And because of that, and then the clear way in which Homelander always shows that he clearly seems to be much more into and about Stormfront than Becca at all.
And he also, I feel like Ryan's been at least witness to enough tensions or something between Homelander
He
and
just
her.
had that bonding moment, though, with Homelander. To me, that was a little strange. Like, the second he goes, you're gonna go with this little shit who killed your wife, I'm like, oh, that would make sense. But he was already over there at that point, you know? That was the only thing that kind of threw me off. I mean, I loved it. I loved the moment, don't get me wrong. But I think it just, to me, it was a little strange. Because Homelander didn't do anything. He saw Stormfront burn to a crisp. And he was like, but he didn't go, how could you do this? You know? He was like, okay, come here. Let's go.
I feel like Ryan was able to pick up on the fact that he obviously had to choose either between his mom and Homelander. And his mom chose Butcher. And I think he picked up on that fact. I mean, that's all I took from it.
You know, it's hard to do authentic children, especially in the writing, I think. And I did at least appreciate some of that confusion they brought up with him, especially when Becca comes back. And he's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say those things that I said last time when I found out my life is a lie. While I'm sure it could have been somewhat perhaps more fleshed out or natural, I did think that they did a decent job with him and his circumstances overall and just the confusion.
I really do wonder if he is the one who injured Becca, though, because we saw what he did to Stormfront. Becca didn't have any burns on her.
Yeah.
She had like a clean cut on her throat where Stormfront was holding her. So I'm almost curious if that's going to be like a reveal that he actually didn't kill his mom.
That's true.
Because to me, the wounds don't match what he did to Stormfront. You know?
I was curious about that too, yeah.
I don't know, the blast might have been so big that but yeah, there was no real burn mark. Either way, I mean...
Either way, she's dead.
We'll find out those answers next season. But I thought the performance of both... forgive me for not knowing the actress's name, but Becca and Butcher. I thought that their all their scenes together, and especially that moment, just that conflict, all in the eyes and the face of Butcher of when Becca dies, and then he has the kid right there, and you just feel this conflict. You can feel it all. Like, I have to take care of him. This is what Becca wants, but I also kind of hate this kid, you know?
Well, and I feel like you physically watch the decision form as the kid steps close to him. He doesn't know what he's gonna do or what to do until Ryan chooses him. That was beautiful.
And Becca's acting, she goes, it's not his fault.
Oh my God, that laugh. Like, she used her dying words to save him. Like, her dying words to save him.
First, because she knew how Butcher would respond. Make sure he knows and you know it is not his fault, you know? That was such brilliant acting. And it was brilliant writing because, quite honestly, Becca had nowhere to go from here. If she got Ryan back, they went off. This makes it more interesting and whatnot, so...
Absolutely, I completely agree, especially for going forward. Also, I mean, speaking of the laser moment, I love the wraparound with that when they're trying to teach, when Homelander's trying to teach.
Imagine someone
you hate, and then he finds someone to hate, and then the lasers come out of him. So cool. I thought the pacing of this episode was so well earned, like because it starts off really taking its time, and it's just slowly building, and things just start. And like in the halfway point when Stormfront shows up, or once they start going after Homelander at the farm and try to get Ryan out of there, the pacing of it just ramps perfectly up, escalating to like just real tense, like what's gonna happen moments, you know, like who's gonna do what right now, you know? And I appreciate that technical. I totally missed whoever directed this episode, but whoever did, they killed it here, man. They knocked it out of the park.
I think every little bit was great and needed to the storyline. There wasn't a wasted scene here. Every bit of it was important.
And like at the very beginning, you know, like the boys gathering around Becca was so sweet. Sometimes the episodes could feel a little bit imbalanced to me at times. So that's the thing is when you get to a season finale of a show specifically like this, is you kind of have to look at the whole package and not so much individual episodes sometimes. And in terms of the whole package, every once in a while, it would be like, I care more about the Soups than I do watching the boys themselves. And sometimes I'm like, the boys were really a highlight and the Soups were not as interesting. And this one was like about both. And I thought it handled it perfectly well.
And it also did a good job of addressing a lot of those questions I remember people having earlier on in the season, especially like with Stan Edgar and actually him confronting like, here's why I tolerate Stormfront. Here's the philosophy behind my position at this company. And, you know, I like that they've kept him as somewhat of a peripheral character because it makes him a very distinct presence every time he's on. And like when he had that whole meeting with Butcher, like I thought that was a beautifully acted scene. Like every one of his scenes and all of his dealings, and you see like just how far out his feelers are spread.
Oh, his scene with him and the Convergence guy too. that was really great, well acted as well. Even Huey and Starlight, we've given them shit this season.
I like them too.
We've given them so much shit this season, and then this moment, I'm like, hell yeah, that was a great moment. I'm happy you two have made it work.
They explained the Billy Joel. They got even, like you said, that was one of the cutest moments for them all season with that mislead with Huey and the whole like, I gotta let go of some people. Which is not you, duh. You know,
Mother's Milk has been trying to get home to his family for 2 seasons now, and he finally does.
Only to leave them at the start of the next one. For sure.
Even Kimiko and Frenchie, like I love the way how those last moments were kind of playing out a little bit like a silent film. The way it went down with Butcher and Ryan, I thought that was a perfect ending button. I feel like we'll still check in with Ryan eventually.
I think we're not done with Ryan's story, obviously.
He's gonna grow up to be Jensen Ackles, you guys.
Then everyone's gonna be really old next year.
30-year time jump.
I feel like Butcher was able to find some type of peace with the existence of Ryan in a way. How would you describe the nuance of that scene?
I feel it was more of a respect between the two, given when he hands over the charm, the St. Christopher, whatever, I don't freaking know, gives it to him. I think that was more of a, okay, I accept you in a way.
Yeah.
And how much Becca I feel like it was a respect thing.
And sort of a commitment to that, like, hey, I want to, at least while I'm here for a minute, empower you or, make you feel something warm and human. That Becca would have wanted. And yeah, watching that, I thought that was a really beautiful thing for him because Butcher, like, he's an easily likable character. He's the badass and stuff. But to have it come down to this really tough moral situation that doesn't end up with him just, like, becoming Ryan's dad. But at the same time, accepting him losing Becca. And, you know, I feel like there may be a sort of stillness of closure because, I don't know, thinking realistically, I don't think he and Becca could have had a life.
Yeah, no, there's no way.
And so as a means of conflict and character, like rough character growth, I thought all that with Ryan and Becca did a lot for Butcher.
I was just so taken aback by how the bad guys lost. Most of them lost. Even Homelander lost, you know? That was the last thing I was expecting this season to end on.
And then they're back, Starlight's back in the 7.
Yeah. But no, her reputation is fixed. The boys are no longer fugitives. Homelander has to continue to put up the front. He's miserable, striving for whatever ego as he touches himself at the top of some building. Like he's just gone to his lowest point. The Convergence guy gets his head blown off. And then now that's where all the... I just love how he was like, you know, I need to go off on my own and do my own thing. And I never really fit in quite with the boys. And now he's working for the person responsible for annihilating all these people. And he has no idea what he's on the brink of uncovering now.
Really?
Just showing, I guess, how dirty everything is from the inside.
He's just like, there's a universe that pulls him towards just this little, like, crime stuff that he doesn't really want to get mixed up in.
Well, and this was interesting to me because I don't know the comics, obviously, and how closely they are following the arcs, but this seemed to me like, I know in the comics, the books, the boys are like, you know, a CIA little group, and it seemed like almost that this season clinched their formation as like, okay, like, we're this team that is going to be kind of keeping Soups in check.
Yeah.
And from here on out, that's kind of going to be our official goal, whereas up until this point, they felt like a ragtag group off the books, you know, unofficial.
This season seemed to really go after all these alt-right side, right? All right, that's not my interpretation. It's fucking apparent. Get mad if you want.
They took direct quotes from some rallies.
It's in the whole time, all right?
And the two-facedness of so many organizations that claim to be for the benefit of people.
Yeah.
You know,
this character who like represents sort of Alexander Ocasio-Cortez.
Gotta have one.
So do you think they'd be going after the liberal side in The Boys season 3?
That's a great question.
If they paint her as a bad, because they don't really explain her.
Stormfront's gonna come back and be the hero next season.
Oh god.
They don't really explain why she was doing what she was doing. So that's what we have to uncover.
Quite honestly, I'm glad the church guy got his head blown off. So
yeah, that's what I mean. Like she offed people, but then like she killed the good CIA person at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
So it's like, why did she kill certain people with some stuff just to cover up acts?
Curious.
It's like obviously like, oh, she killed some pretty bad people. They had it coming. But then there's other people like, but why'd she kill those people? They didn't seem like they were bad. Yeah. So that's what I mean. Like, is she gonna be a villain for next season, or is she some like secret soup vigilante hero or of sorts? You know.
I'd be very interested to see, and I wonder even if they might take some kind of stance of, doing the exact sort of opposite of a Stormfront, where it's like, here's somebody who's willing to go just as far, but for a different, perhaps slightly more outside accessible idea.
Yeah, for the other side. So the two extremes of the same coin, essentially.
And then the show loses all its viewers. Because they've attacked the whole alt-right and then the liberals. And then Black Noir, he's fine.
Yeah, he'll recover.
He'll recover.
Hopefully he doesn't have brain damage. We didn't get any verdict on that, so who knows?
Yeah.
To sum it up, I thought all the emotional beats really hit. Every scene was fleshed out perfectly. Shouts out to Homelander daddying his kid, relating with him there on the couch. Like, there was, every scene I thought was pitch perfect. It got me pretty emotional at times. It was exciting, exhilarating, perfected the whole rest of season 2. Every character I loved, like literally this was the best episode of season 2, and there wasn't a single thing I would change about it.
Yeah,
I thought it was
great.
pitch perfect. I'm glad we're all on the same page.
Happy campers. Happy campers.
All right, guys. Well, what did you think of The Boys season 2 finale? What did you think of the whole season in total? Do you prefer it over season 1? I still need time to ruminate and think about that myself. Subscribe, click that notification bell. Last but not least, Deontay W. Tongue Punch Fart Box. You know what, man? If there's anyone who would stick their tongue in a fart box, it would be Homelander for you, buddy. He would call your anus the home touchdown?
Yeah.
The home
front.
The home front.
Where he wants to lay down
There's gotta be a
storm.
sports analogy here.
Ooh, it's the home run zone.
Home run, that's the word I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm. And he's gonna punch you with his tongue so much right in your home run zone.
We could have just done an acronym shout out for what Deontay means, but your name's too fun, man.
Yeah, man. Tongue punch, fart box. I mean, that sounds like a finishing move.
You know what? You know Homelander would be down for it, dude.
Mm-hmm. And then more, you know. I mean, don't stop at tongue punching with the fart box. I mean, go all the way. Talking solids, liquids, all the above.
Okay, fine. Let's do this again. Deontay. D stands for Tongue Punch Fart Box.